What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Today you're watching some actually fresh gameplay. You can tell because I've got Interstellar. This is one of the few times that I've returned back to Call of Duty in, I want to say 3 weeks, 4 weeks. It's been a long time since I've played this game. I think I unlocked Interstellar a little bit before Christmas, so we're coming up on at least 3 weeks, probably not 4 just yet, but it honestly feels like forever. I like Call of Duty. Let's be honest here. I'm a COD channel. I talk about Call of Duty. I subscribe to Call of Duty news and other channels and things like that. I like talking about it. I like hearing about it. Call of Duty is fun. It is. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. A lot of people just say, "Oh, play another game," or "Why do you talk about it if you don't like it?" I obviously like Call of Duty. Okay, I obviously want to make these videos because I want to talk about it. I want to hear other people's opinions on it. And you don't do that for something that you don't care about, okay? You don't see me making cat videos. You don't see me making cooking guides, okay? I do care about cooking, but I don't care about cooking enough to make a guide on it, to make a video on it, to subscribe to other channels about cooking, right? That's not what I'm here for. I'm here for Call of Duty. And unfortunately, Call of Duty doesn't seem to be here for me. That's one of the biggest reasons why I've just grown really just dull and just bored of the franchise. I'll be straight up honest with you guys. A lot of people are like, "Oh, the Dynamite's finally turning on himself because, he used to think Modern Warfare 3 was a good game. Now he thinks it's boring. Now he thinks it sucks." Guess what, guys? This might be a shock to some of you guys, but Modern Warfare 3 is still a good game. A good game can still be a good game, even though it bores me, even though it doesn't excite me the way it used to, even though it's not as fulfilling as it used to be, okay? It's still a good game. I still like this game. I still think it's a good, well-built Call of Duty game. There's not many issues. There's not many inherent things wrong with it, in terms of like gun balance, things like that. If you wanted to nitpick on like specific things that are wrong with this game, I don't think they're necessarily boiled down to the game itself. I think the biggest flaw obviously is the matchmaking, and then a few other things like that, like the assassin vest. Like, yeah, that's part of the game. Sometimes like people are complaining about like Ghost not working or like like lag issues, latency, things like that. That's not necessarily about the game. Hacking, for instance, even too. A lot of that stuff is like about the game developers, right? The game developers made the matchmaking. They made it so that hacking is still, kind of available. They made it so aim assist is as strong as it is. All these like issues or supposed issues that people complain about, they bitch about on Twitter, they're not like the game itself. Like the game itself issues are like, hey, this gun is too strong, or hey, these footsteps are too loud, or this perk is broken. Those are game specific issues. This game doesn't have a whole lot of them. It's not flawless, of course, but it doesn't have a whole lot of them to like justify me being like, oh, this game sucks because you can't move, because camping is too easy, I think it does a lot of those things right. It corrects a lot of the obvious issues that Modern Warfare 2, its predecessor game, had. And so that's why I still think it's a good game. I still can have fun with this game. As you can tell here, I just don't feel a need to play it. I don't feel an incentive to play this game now that I have the Mastery camo. A lot of people are going to say, okay, just wait for ranked play, or I don't know. I don't know what else people say. Not a lot of people are in support of this game anymore. But I was going through Reddit and I was like just looking for like, anything to talk about, just because I need something to make a video on. I just want to make sure you guys know I'm still alive every like week or so. I want to make Call of Duty videos. I'm not like fully excited for the next Treyarch game. Maybe I will be, soon. Maybe the COD age will hit back. I'm kind of in the COD cycle right now where it's like, I don't think that the game sucks and the last game is better. By no means do I think that's true. But I do think this game is a little dull right now, okay? It just needs a little life, okay? It needs a little more content. It needs a little more polish. It needs another grind, I honestly think the Black Ops 4 grind was like really fun, right? Where you could go for like certain loot boxes and crates and keys and stuff like that. You could go for that stuff and trade it in for like different cosmetics that you really wanted. And that kept me playing a lot. The better you did, the faster you would earn those specific keys and things like that. That is a good system. That is a system that encourages you to keep playing even though you have the mastery, even though you're fully ranked up or prestiged up. You know what I mean? That's a good system. This system now where everyone stays at the same prestige, where everyone plays the same lobby, the same skill level because of skill-based matchmaking is not fun. It's not conducive for fun. It doesn't make me want to, jump out of bed and be like, oh, hey, let me play, this same remastered map against the like exact clones of myself for like the 45th time today. It doesn't make me want to do that. Okay, this game needs a change in the matchmaking system. And speaking of that, where the hell is the talk that Activision was supposed to promise us 40 days now? Someone did the math on Reddit. 40 days ago, Activision said this. I think it was like November 30th, 2023 or something like that. We are coming up on a month and a half, definitely more than a month and a half, close to 2 months. Nah, not close to 2 months, but like 40 days worth. Okay, that's a long time. And we have no clue. We have no indication. They have not talked any further about the matchmaking other than, it was supposedly going to come in season 1. Like the talk was supposed to come in season 1. And we are now close to season 1 Reloaded with no talk. The biggest impact, the best guess we have is that they'll talk about it when season 1 Reloaded comes and we have these new maps and new weapons and stuff like that. To be honest with you guys, I have no clue what's coming. I could not care less about Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 right now. Okay, I have zero interest in hopping on and playing this game. The only reason I hopped on for this gameplay is because a friend wanted to, and I was also bored of playing another game. It's literally come down to hey, you know what? I'm bored. Let's play this game. It's not, I want to jump on and play this game. I want to start with this game and then move to something else when I'm bored. No, it's I'm bored, guys. Let's play this game for 30 minutes. Because both of us know, me and my friends, IRL friends, Discord friends, we all know if we hop on this game, it's not longer for then maybe 30, maybe 40 minutes. Okay, we'll play 2-3 matches, and if it's Warzone, we'll probably play a match and get off, unless it's a close game or close, we could have won or something like that. Other than that, yeah, we pretty much know the consensus here is that we're gonna play a game and hop right off and go back to our own games or go back to another game. This game doesn't do enough for us anymore, and it's largely because of the matchmaking system. Okay, where's the talk? If you're gonna promise it, then follow up with it, right? Do they just think we're gonna forget? Did they just think we're gonna be appeased? No, okay, I'm not sitting here every single day refreshing Activision's Twitter account waiting for them to post, but at the same time, I remember that you said this, right? I remember that you said we're going to talk about matchmaking, we're going to address the skill base, we're going to address how we do things. And just because they address things doesn't mean they're going to inherently change things, okay? People have to get that through too. Let's say they do talk about something during the Season 1 Reloaded, whatever you call it, the Season 1 Reloaded update or something. Let's say they talk about it and they're like, hey, you know what? Our matchmaking is tuned way too thick, way too high, and we need to do something about this. And we probably plan to. That's probably what they're going to say realistically. But that doesn't mean that next season, next day, tomorrow, next month, it doesn't mean that they're going to fix anything. It doesn't mean they're going to change anything. We're still going to be subjected to this strict ass matchmaking. And I'm hoping to God that for Treyarch, they wake up and actually, address things. They actually change things, because Treyarch knows how to make a good Call of Duty game. Granted, as well, you have to add in the fact that Treyarch has now had 3, maybe 4 years to work on this new title, pretty much since Cold War. Cold War came out 2020, I think. Cold War came out to Call of Duty 2020, maybe 2021, probably 2021, right? That's 4 years, because they're coming out in 2025. That's a good amount of, or actually 2024. Okay, so it's 3 years. Sorry, my fault. I can't do math. It's 3 years. They've had a full 3 years to work on this title. And it better not suck. Let's just put it that way. Call of Duty does not have any room, does not have any error, any capacity to suck right now. Okay, they need to make sure they drop a banger, at least a playable game, because let's face it, this Microsoft buyout, if Call of Duty still sucks, people are just going to be like, hey, you know what? It wasn't even Activision. It was just Microsoft, or it's not even Microsoft can't save it. People might just give up on the franchise altogether, If Activision was such a rotten owner, made such terrible leadership decisions, but Microsoft just follows suit and does just as bad or something like that, people just might lose hope in the franchise and just move on to another franchise. There's a lot of other games coming out. I heard there was this X-Defiant update that's basically slated that they're going to be coming out, I guess soon, TM. I don't think they dropped a date yet, but X-Defiant's coming out. I think there's this game called The Finals, which people have been talking about. I haven't played it yet. I don't have much interest in shooters, to be honest with you guys right now. There's Fortnite, of course, there's Apex, there's Valorant. There's a lot of games out there right now that can capture a lot of people's attention. And I think Activision/Microsoft should be more concerned about that than they currently are. Not to say that they're not concerned in the least bit, but yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on it. Where's the talk, Activision? You know what I mean? Surely it's not that hard to drop an update. Surely it's not hard to talk about oh, hey, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're planning on doing. Maybe they were thinking we forgot. Or I don't know what exactly it could be, but yeah, man, it's a little disheartening. It's a little discouraging to go through, 40 days worth of something that we're supposed to look forward to. And To be honest with you guys, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 has gotten really boring for me since I got the Interstellar camo, and I don't think it's just the matchmaking that does it, but I think, again, matchmaking is a big part that contributes to how much fun a person has in one of these Call of Duty games. But yeah, that's it for the video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you did, and leave a comment what you think. When do you think that Call of Duty will drop this matchmaking talk? And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Peace, and peace.